What's up, y'all? So, as I record this, it's about, I want to say, almost midnight here in the Philippines. I'm back in Manila, back from my vacation with a vacation, vacation within a vacation at Boracay Island. So, before I get into this, I want to say something. This is one of those cases where I'm given the opportunity. I say that almost sarcastically. Given the opportunity to reshoot what I was shooting, this haul slash vlog, and give myself an exercise in speeding things up. So I'm running out of space on my memory card, and apparently I only had 18 minutes left of video time. On top of that, I only had 2% of battery left. And so when I was recording this, I saw that it was flashing the time. It was about to cut off, and I was only about halfway through my haul slash vlog. So not good, not good. Plus my battery was about to die. I didn't have my charger on me. So let's do this again, but speed it up a lot. So anyway, all right. So I'm gonna try not to ramble as much. Had an amazing time at Boracay. If you follow on the SME Toys Instagram or my personal Facebook, you would have seen some story posts. That was sharing my experience, as well as a couple little clips I posted here on the YouTube. But none of those really put in perspective what a great experience it was. Pretty much the best beach slash island experience I've ever had. All thanks to my wife's parents, who gave us the trip. When I say us, I mean my wife and I and our kiddo, as well as my wife's sister and her husband. They were newlyweds. It was kind of their honeymoon. So amazing experience. Was like, what, 4 days, 3 nights, I believe. Yeah, and so I got some things. I don't typically, and now that I'm jumping into that, that's really cutting out a lot of what I was talking about, just sharing, talking about more about the experience. I'll just leave it at that. It was an amazing experience. All thanks to my mom and dad, my wife's parents. So with that said, couple things. I don't typically get souvenirs from places I visit. It's just, honestly, I find it kind of cheesy. I'm not gonna wear a shirt or use a keychain or a fridge magnet from most of the places I've ever visited. I do kind of regret not getting any of those kinds of quote unquote cheesy souvenirs from Japan, from my trip to Japan, because that's just, I realized that's something I would have probably wanted to use. But anyway, great experience at Boracay, and none of this did I get just to have souvenirs. And as I go through these, I'll share the reasons why. So let me move this aside for a second. So first up, I have these postcards that are like little mini art prints, and that's really why I got them. I didn't get them to use as postcards, and I certainly didn't get them just for the sake of having a souvenir from Boracay. Although it's almost like, why not? It was such a there actually was a T-shirt that I wanted, and there was no shortage of souvenir T-shirts I could have gotten that had Boracay on them. But the one that I wanted most, just, it was overpriced, way overpriced. Yeah, so that's okay. So I got these. That they were really cool, and I got them because I thought the art on them is really cool, and they look great on the wall. They make great little mini art prints to put on the wall, and I got three more that are a little more, I want to say, on the whimsical side, kind of gimmicky. I thought they were cool though. They're prints of vintage ads. Well, vintage. These two are vintage ads from the 1950s. And this is like a magazine cover from, I believe, the 1980s. And just this was another thing that I ended up rambling a lot about. So one thing I'll just share, kind of use this information in the Philippines. What we consider like porn or like adult magazines, adult material is called bold. So this would be like a bold magazine, like sexy stars, porn stars, whatever you want to call it, would be considered bold stars. So I don't know if this chick was a famous bold star back in her day, but I just thought that was cool. I thought it was really cool just to have some vintage, Philippines, ads and that. So there you have it. I think in my original video, I talked about that for about 5 minutes. So onto this hat. This was actually this was at a stall in the airport coming back to Manila, in the Boracay airport, and I've been wanting a hat. Well, so here's the thing. I love hats, and this is another thing. I probably rambled for about 55 minutes on this as well. I like my flat bill snapback caps, even though I don't have nearly as many. I love them just like I love my graphic tees. There's something I can wear that's an expression of my fandom. I want to say 90%, if not more, of my hats are black. And then I got a couple that are white. And of course, they've all got, except for one plain black one, all the rest of them have some sort of printing or embroidery on them, showing off some form of my fandom. But I have no colorful ones. And I've been wanting one for a while to wear, if I'm wearing something that a more colorful hat will work with. And I liked that. It really grabbed my attention. I love that it said Boracay on it, and I love it's not a cheesy print or font or anything. I actually really love it, and the colors just popped to me. It's like, yeah, that's gonna be perfect for when I want like a colorful hat. So it wasn't getting a Boracay, something with Boracay on it just for the sake of having a souvenir. It was, it really works. Honestly, I also would have wanted that T-shirt, which happened to be pink. It was a pink ringer tee, and it's simple font on it said Boracay. But again, it's too expensive. I don't regret it. After spotting this, and if I wasn't able to get it, or I decided to pass, I probably would have regretted it. And one of those things that I would have gotten home and thought about, damn, wish I would have gotten that. So I got it. And then last up to share with you from the Boracay. So this is another thing I probably talked about for quite a lot longer than I needed to. So real quick, long story short, I ran into oddly enough, kind of a bold star. She's a model, actress, a singer, all around entertainer, which most actresses and models here are actors as well, are all around entertainers. You kind of got to do it all here in the Philippines. Someone I've been a long time fan of. Honestly, she's probably one of the first Philippines stars, celebrities that I really became a big fan of. The legendary Viva Hot Babe, Maui Taylor. So I ran into her. And I want to share a quick story, even though I don't have long. I spotted her. I was in the pool. I was actually swimming in the pool with the kiddo, with Summer, and I spotted her from all the way across the pool. When I shared with them later, my family, my wife, after having seen the picture, the selfie I took with her and what she was wearing, and plus wearing shades, they're like, how the hell did you recognize her? I'm like, yeah, that's just how my mind works with and celebrities that I'm a fan of. I'm gonna spot them and recognize them, if they're there for me to spot and see. So long story short, yeah, I approached her, asked her for a selfie and stuff, and I thought that was that. I was riding a high off of that, and honestly, that was pretty amazing because I had no idea that I'd be running into any celebrities on this trip. I didn't in the last trip I was here in 2016. Didn't think didn't think it'd be any different this time. So that was that was pretty cool. I caught a selfie with her, chatted with her for literally just like a couple of minutes. I'm not trying to bother her. But then I spotted her the next morning during breakfast. I spotted her in passing. I was like, oh, shit. it's another chance to meet her, catch another selfie with her. I wasn't happy. In a way, I wasn't happy. I was in my swim clothes. I was dripping. I had my swim goggles on. So I was like, hey, another chance to catch a selfie with her. That'd be pretty cool. And I also realized, damn, it'd be awesome if I get her autograph as well. But typically, I'd have a celebrity autograph something, an item that they're on or something like that, a magazine, a DVD, a toy, whatever, something they're on, not just a piece of paper or something. But I didn't have that choice here. And when I saw her in passing, I also assumed she was going to eat breakfast. Like, damn, I don't want to bother her. She's gonna have breakfast. Yeah, but I was like, I'd regret it if I don't have an opportunity. It's not like, if I never saw her again, well, okay, that's fine. But I saw her, so I'm like, I gotta take a chance. But again, I didn't want to bother her. But I remember we had these at the room, so I went back to the room to grab this and grab the Sharpie in my backpack. I always have a Sharpie on me. You never know, times like this. But I didn't want to bother, so I waited out. I was kind of going around, the fam was around the pool, was in the room, and my wife and kid were already over at the beach, so I was kind of going around, just trying to, kill a little time until, maybe try to approach her if time passes and there's just no other choice. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go approach her. But then I did see her. She was like coming back from breakfast, and so yeah, I approached her. Long story short, I approached her, said hi again, chatted for a couple minutes, and let her know I was like, hey, sorry to bother you for this, but can I please have your autograph? And again, she was so cool about it. So cool about snapping another picture, and actually, before I wrap that up, I do want to say she was so gracious. That's the word I gotta use. She was so gracious, so nice. When she talks to you, she talks to you like she's not even a celebrity. So down to earth and just so gracious. It doesn't make you feel like you're bothering her or anything. So yeah, and not like she's watching this, but big thanks to Mount Taylor, and big thanks again to my mom and dad, my wife's parents, for the trip to Boracay. It was so amazing. So all right, I'll wrap that up. That's those. So I got a couple little things to share over here. So here's another thing that I was gonna before I got cut off, or I had to stop the video. This is what I was about to get into, and I'll only have like about 5 more minutes left. So I gotta do this quick. I wish I had longer, but I gotta do this quick. So Mark, the bro from another Mo, Mark Serbo, aka Serbo Jam, aka Jamstorm, across all media platforms. When I was here for over a year across 2007, 2008, I accumulated a lot of stuff. And when I left to go back home, I could only bring so much with me. He was so cool about letting me leave stuff with him. I had no idea I'd end up leaving so much stuff with him. I think it's like 2 or 3 boxes full of stuff. I had no idea. It was never my intention to dump stuff on him and have it sitting, taking up space in his room for over 10 years. So we had an opportunity to meet up today. We didn't get to hang out, but we got a chance to meet up. I had stuff to give him, and he had so it's a few things I got back from him. He still has to go through the boxes and get more stuff, but I got back some stuff, including this cool old Toy Biz Marvel Legends Hulk, and this old Toy Biz Marvel Legends Wesley Snipes Blade, and a few G.I. Joe figures. I wish I could ramble more about all the stuff I have with them, and just all that, but I don't. I have like 2 more minutes, and then he hooked me up with some stuff, which is funny. I actually saw this at the mall today at Toys R Us, and I was like, damn, I want that, and I forgot. I think he actually told me that he'd gotten this for me. I was like, I want that. That was like, of all the Tomica cards, this was the one I wanted most, and wow, he actually hooked me up with it. I literally, I don't have much time. And this Lego Shell V-Power Ferrari F138. Really cool. Big thanks. And some Kids Mill toys McDonald's, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, the movie. Sorry, I'm like super rushing through this. And these, which are actually for summer. It's the Jolly Town Castle. You get all 5 of these from Jollibee, obviously. All 5 of these connect. There's Jollibee himself. All these connect. Build this little castle with all the characters. That's really cool. Summer's gonna enjoy that. I'm actually gonna really enjoy it as well. So big thanks to Mark. I'll have some stuff to show eventually when I get some more of my stuff from him. But yeah, it was good seeing you. Mark are probably watching this, so I can actually address you and know that you're watching this. So big thanks. It was nice to finally see you again after how many years we last saw each other in 2016. So hopefully we get a chance to hang out again before I leave. There you guys have it. That's my little haul and vlog of Boracay and stuff from Mark. So hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thanks so much for watching.